The man who won a battle of 13 versus 130, sure. A battle where 13 ships defeated 133. Can you believe it? This is the story of Admiral Yi Sun Sin, the man who won a battle of 13 versus 133. September 16, 1597. The waters of Myeongyang, off the coast of Korea, flames and chaos engulfed the sea. A mere 13 Korean warships faced an armada of 133 Japanese vessels. The enemy was a mighty fleet, determined to crush Korea, but standing in their way was one man, Admiral Yi Sun Sin. The Japanese fleet moved forward, confident of an easy victory. Led by seasoned warlords Konishi Yukinaga and Todo Takatora, 133 ships sailed toward the Korean coast. Their plan was simple: wipe out the Korean Navy. But there was one thing they did not know. Yi Sun Sin was not a man who knew defeat. Just 13 ships. That was all Admiral Yi had. But he was not afraid. He turned to his men and declared, "Those who seek to live will die, but those who are willing to die will live." The battlefield was Myeongyang Strait, where the tides flowed in unpredictable currents. Yi Sun Sin had a plan to turn the sea itself into his greatest weapon. The Japanese ships closed in, tightening their formation. The overwhelming numbers should have guaranteed their victory. But Yi Sun Sin made a bold move. He sailed straight into the enemy fleet, leading his 13 ships into the heart of battle. Arrows and cannonballs rained down, but the sturdy Korean Panoxian warships held their ground. Yi Sun Sin's ship cut through the enemy lines like a sword. Then it happened. The mighty currents of Myeongyang suddenly shifted. The once calm waters became a violent whirlpool, throwing the Japanese fleet into chaos. Yi Sun Sin had been waiting for this moment. He gave the order, "All ships, fire at will!" Flaming arrows and cannon blasts tore through the enemy ranks. One by one, Japanese ships were set ablaze and sank beneath the waves. The Japanese fleet was in disarray. Ships crashed into each other, unable to escape the raging currents. At that moment, the Japanese commander, Kurashima Michifusa, led a desperate charge toward Yi Sun Sin's flagship. But before he could strike, Korean cannons locked onto his ship and fired. Kurashima was killed instantly. With their leader gone, fear spread through the Japanese fleet. Yi Sun Sin and his fleet did not stop. They pursued the enemy, striking them down one by one. Over 30 Japanese ships were destroyed, and the rest fled in terror. The impossible had happened. 13 Korean ships had defeated 133, and it was all because of one man, Admiral Yi Sun Sin, a leader whose courage turned the tide of war. After the Battle of Myeongyang, Japan never again controlled Korea's seas. This battle was not just a victory, it was a legend. The battle that saved a nation.